Let's move on to our third and final main topic today. And our third and final main topic today gets submitted to us by Sean Holmes. And Sean Holmes writes, where is it? There it is. Do you see a possible Suicide Squad versus Justice League coming soon to a live action movie? All right. Thanks for sending that in, man. And listen, we have heard since the first Suicide Squad movie came out, whispers and rumors about and fan desires to see a Suicide Squad versus Justice League movie. That's been going around for a long time. Obviously, that never materialized. But the whispers kept going. So much so that they even got a lot more amplified, Rob, at DC Fandom, not with a movie announcement, but rather when they talked about the new upcoming video game, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, which, by the way, guys, if you haven't seen the trailer that they debuted at DC Fandom for the video game, the upcoming video game Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, it's awesome. You should really go and see that. But that video game only kind of started to pepper up even more speculation and fan rumors. And I've been seeing a few threads popping up online in recent days, and of course referring back to the video game. Is that really a possibility? All right, let's look at it from a couple of points of view. Number one, right now, we haven't actually heard anything even remotely resembling legitimate information about there being any sort of thought over at Warner Brothers about doing a Justice League versus Suicide Squad movie. Again, I'm not saying that makes it impossible. I'm just saying, as of right now, none of us have heard legitimate information that points to that could be a possibility. Rob, my biggest reason, though, believing that we are not going to get a Suicide Squad versus Justice League movie is simply this. It's a movie that would last for about a minute. Because as great as Peacemaker's going to be, or as great as King Shark is, or as great as Harley Quinn is, or Polka Dot Man, or whoever else you want to go down, I would propose to you there's not a single member of the Justice League that couldn't take down the entire Suicide Squad by themselves, Rob. Batman is Batman. So that's just, that one right there, Rob, is just a write-off. Right? Batman is Batman. Batman beats the Suicide Squad. Superman, I'm sorry, King Shark is great. He's just going to break his teeth. I mean, Superman takes out the entire... I don't care what kind... Unless Captain Boomerang's got a kryptonite-infused boomerang. I mean, it's a one-shot done. Superman takes out the entire Suicide Squad in a matter of seconds. Wonder Woman, there's nothing anybody on the Suicide Squad can do against Wonder Woman. Cyborg, there's nobody on the Suicide Squad, even collectively, that is really going to be able to do anything against Cyborg or Aquaman or The Flash. So to me, while it's fun to think about this, and I'm dying to see where this video game is going to go. I am dying to see. I think this video game is going to be bonkers. But as far as a movie goes, I just don't see how I, as an audience member, accepting the rules of this universe that they've created, that I can suspend my disbelief even in the rules of this fantasy world to, for 1 second, believe a Justice League versus Suicide Squad could ever be a possibility. So maybe a fun cartoon someday. Definitely going to see it in this video game, but I don't think they can actually make a Justice League versus Suicide Squad movie. Maybe a team up movie, but a versus, I don't see it. Rob, tell me why I'm wrong here.
I think you're right, but I would also add in the above the line costs of such a movie, meaning all of the actors. Ooh. If James Gunn's Suicide Squad is a hit, how are you going to pay for all those actors to be in a movie together? It would become so prohibitively expensive that I don't see as how you could do it. I mean, it would just be too much money, man. I'm sure it'd be a lot of fun, but like you said, you know, it's one thing if the X-Men and the Avengers take each other on, but the Suicide Squad versus the Justice League, I mean, the Justice League, all they have to do is like, hey, Kal-El, can you go take care of the Suicide Squad, it would last about 2 seconds and it would be over.
But Rob, Harley Quinn will hit him with her bat.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and there would be no contest. I would, however, it's if they were to team up somehow, I mean, it would. I would love to see a Suicide Squad movie where Batman had to lead them, and had to corral them into, and maybe Superman and Wonder Woman are off world or something, but Batman needs to come back and he has to be the general that leads the Suicide Squad into battle. Because I used to love reading the Batman and the Outsiders comic, the Jim Aparo, Mike Barr version from the early 80s. And it was Batman had this goofy cadre of, the Outsiders that he led. And I would love to see Batman do that. But they couldn't fight against each other. The Suicide Squad would lose. Right.
And look, I got to say again, Rob, if you haven't, did you see the trailer for this video game that they played at DC Fandom? Guys, seriously, I got to recommend again. If you have not seen this trailer, go and look it up. The final line in the trailer by Captain Boomerang literally nearly made me spit up my drink. Because I thought, the trailer was ending. I thought, as I take a drink, and then you hear this last line, this last thing happens, and you hear this last line from Captain Boomerang, and I swear I spit up some of it. I was laughing so hard. So if you haven't seen it, go and check it out. But yeah, okay. So clearly, guys, Rob and I don't think we're going to see a Suicide Squad versus Justice League movie, but maybe you can see a path for them to do it, or maybe that's just something they can do. Jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. All right, guys.